I'm ArmyVet, and today we're going to be making a computer stand out of salvaged parts. This project is going to be free or mostly free, depending on how you want to go about getting the pieces and parts to make this. Remember to smash the subscription button, the like button, hit the notification bell, leave a comment because it helps the channel grow. Enjoy the video. Have a great day. First thing we're going to need is a base. Now, I had an old desk that was 8 feet approximately long, and I had to cut it down to 5 feet to make a presentation desk. So I used what was left of that as the base for this stand. Now, most of you out there are not going to have this. So just about any 12-inch wide board will do for this purpose. Most computer cases don't extend past 11 inches, maybe 10 on average. So a 12-inch board will do nicely, and you can use that instead. The second item, or items I should say, that were salvaged were sofa feet. We got this from a sofa that we recently got rid of. Now, if you don't have these items on hand, you can easily look on Craigslist for the wood, and if you really had to, you could go to Lowe's or Home Depot or one of the box stores and buy sofa feet. The first step in this build is to hit the sofa feet with some 80 grit sandpaper to get off all the finish and try and get rid of all the dings and dents that they've accumulated over the years. However, if you went out and purchased these, you could skip this step entirely because you won't need to do it. With all the varnish and most of the dents and dings taken out by the 80 grit sandpaper, now we're going to move up to 120 and try and make everything as smooth as we can. Last but not least, we're going to hit it with 220 and make it as smooth as glass. Measure your case and cut your base to length. In this case, my base is 22 inches. My computer case is 20 inches deep, so I cut the plank to a couple inches extra so I have a little bit of leeway. Sanding the base is going to be the same as the feet, the three-step process: 80, 120, 220 grit sandpaper, and then we're going to flip it over and attach the feet. You're going to start with a healthy dollop of glue on all four corners. Next, we're going to take one of the feet, smear the glue around, level it off as best we can, and even it up on the edges of the base. When all four legs are attached, we're going to wait about 10 minutes, then flip it over and secure each foot with 5 brads. The glue has had 24 hours to dry. We've cleaned up the drip marks and everything else associated with the glue. And now we're going to stain it. You'll see here that I'm actually staining 2 boards. The other board is going to be eventually a shelf for the desk I made previously. Now I made the decision to stain the bottom of the computer stand. However, no one's ever going to see it. So if you don't want to do it, you don't necessarily have to. I just did it because. "15 minutes later, and we wipe all the excess stain off, trying to even out the dark and light spots, and then let it dry. Now for the computer stand, we had to flip it over and stain the base. Again, 15 minutes up. We wipe it off, even out the stain as best as possible, and let it dry. The stain can said 8 hours for it to be completely dried, but I don't ever take the chances of that. I always wait 24. The last step is to protect it. So we're going to use lacquer just like we did for the other projects. In this case, I'm going to coat everything once, but the base 4 times. As a side note, the shelf is going to be the same. I'm going to coat the sides in 1 layer and the top of it in 4. Last coat of lacquer, wait 24 hours, and your stand is ready to use. Considering it didn't cost us anything for materials, this came out great. I love it, can't wait to use it. Stay tuned for our next video on the office makeover where we're going to apply acoustic foam to the walls. Again, remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and leave a comment because it does help the channel grow. Hope you enjoyed the video again, and have a great day.